She's a juvenile scam, never was a quitter, tasted like a raindrop. She's got the look. And she goes,
forever regret telling me that this has audio, because I will babble on and on our squatching trip. So, clear sky is going to be cold out there. Sad cows live in Oregon when they freeze. And here we go past some Eastern Oregon farms, because just since there's a skip of snow out here does not necessarily mean, oh, there's a sad cow over there, does not necessarily mean that the work ends. And out here somewhere there is a guy on a tractor. Yep, and I would probably zoomed the wrong way, but yeah, there's a guy on his tractor out there plowing the snow, don't know why. Anyway, we're coming up into the treed country. Start to see a few more trees, and you probably see in the background, if I zoom in really fast like that, you can see the tree-covered foothills of the Elkhorn mountain range, which is where we're headed. Alright, so here we are, thick in some forest. The only signs of life up here are snowmobile tracks. I'm sure they will lead us to the old man of the woods at some point. Everyone knows that Sasquatch, on his downtime, loves a good snowmobile ride. And my husband is just wondering if our brand new truck with the fancy-dancy computerized four-wheel drive is going to be able to handle this. So far,
we're driving on snowmobile tracks.
Yes, we are driving on snowmobile tracks, and so far the Dodge Ram 250 with a 5.7-liter Hemi is doing quite well. I wonder if they'll pay me for endorsing them. Here's a really kind of weird shot of straight down. Wow! If we fall off this road, we're in big trouble. So here we are trudging through more snow looking for the elusive Sasquatch, and I think actually we see something in the distance that could be indicative of something. We don't quite know what it is yet, but we're getting closer. Huh! It is Sasquatch's dining room. The table's awfully low, so that means they must eat Indian style on cushions on the snow. Huh. Well.
Shall we check his drawers?
Let's see. Oh, there are drawers even.
Oh, nope.
Oh, nope, decorative only, so. Well, you just never know what you're going to find when you're out squatching. Might find a Squatch. Might find a coffee table. You just never know about these things. We're going to take it back for DNA testing, and it also, I think it would look really good in our living room. Yeah. Going up tight little switchback thingies. And off goes man versus wild. Checking his Magellan to see if this is where we want to be to find the elusive Sasquatch. And off we go into the great wild looking for Bigfoot. Yeah, anything you want to say, Mr. Man?
There was a sighting here in December 2009. A couple were up here, probably snowmobiling. It's a popular spot for that. And right here in this site, they saw a Bigfoot walk right across the road. We're going to go up this road. I know it doesn't look like a road, but it's there. And see what we see.
Right then, off we go. In the distance, we just heard some wolf howls. Or something. This view here, one of the many reasons why we chose to live in Eastern Oregon. Those are the Elkhorn Mountains over there. Absolutely breathtaking. See, tell me that isn't awesome. Well, while Scott is trying to figure out how to get the Magellan to tell him the elevation, I thought I'd just take a few moments to say I have never ever in my life hiked in the winter. And I tell you what, I love being a little baby yogini and all the ways it helps me feel good, but so far it is doing nothing to build my cardiovascular endurance, at least for winter hiking. So, Melissa, if you have any suggestions, please, I am all ears. Namaste! So, what I'm looking at right here may very well be a Bigfoot track. As you can see, there's like a toe indentation there, and no boot treads or anything like that.
And it's bipedal when it goes up this way.
It's bipedal, and my husband is pointing as it goes up this way. So, dare we follow the tracks?
Yep.
And see what we find. And my husband is now stuck on the ground. Witness me helping his sorry backside up. Middle age really bites, you know. Alright, onward. And here we have deer tracks crossing what we think might be baby Sasquatch tracks. Of course, the deer never come out when we want to shoot supper, but, you know.
Look back down that track and show them the teeth.
So here we have, kind of hard to see because I did not spend a whole heck of a lot of money on this camera, but here we have the bipedal baby Bigfoot tracks coming through.
Like how it goes further down, you see the whole track?
Oh yeah, he wants me to show you how further down it goes, which again, hard to see. But anyway, it comes up here, and you can see where we have deer tracks crossing it. Here we have the deer track to the left, and the baby Sasquatch to the right. And all of these, you know, these little things that we're thinking might be baby Sasquatch, they're pretty consistent. Again, you got the kind of looks like a toe or a foot indentation, but no boot tread or anything like that. And they're awfully small, which is why we think it might be a little junior dude or dudette. Anyway, so continuing on our mission. Yeah, they're about 6 inches long. They go off this way. So here he is, Mr. Squatchmeister himself, playing with his GPS. He always has told me that he wants to be a hermit in the mountains, but I know he could never do that because hermits in the mountains don't generally have access to Uber technology, and he can't get by a day without turning on 87 different gadgets and logging into 16 different sites. So I think he wants to be a suburban hermit that goes to the mountain on occasion. And based on his giggling, he knows I've pegged him. Okay, so now we've taken a little bit of a rest break. Saw a lot of what we think might be some baby Sasquatch tracks. and crossed, of course, by deer and coyote and all manner of, you know, nosy people. But anyway, so we are at what Scott is marking on his GPS as his Squatch watching spot. I'm sure we'll be back up here in the future. I'm kind of kicking myself right now for not bringing the picnic, but you know, it's waiting for us in the truck. Some lovely chicken curry salad with wraps to go around it. That should be nice to look forward to. In the meantime, I think we'll probably have to invest in some winter camping gear, because now that Scott's convinced me to come up this way, I'll be wanting to come back again. So, alright, ciao guys. And we did hear something faintly in the distance, of course. And my thought was, I don't think it would echo out here, but the Sasquatch party that's out 10 miles away probably whooped back at us. You just never know about these things. So, he's going to do it again, and we'll see what we get back. Woo! And now listening. And we're on our way back down the hill. Guess we had enough of the peaceful serenity of the Squatch watching spot. And the chicken curry wraps are kind of calling their name. Or calling my name. They're calling my name. Going down is always probably due to going up. Fortunately, my yoga practice fully supports the cardiovascular fitness required to go down. Anyway, I'll see you at lunch. And in the near distance, we see our beautiful 2013 Dodge Ram 2500 5.7 liter Hemi, which contains our picnic. So, we are almost there. And so we did make it back to the truck, and I've got our lovely little lunch all set out here, because I don't go anywhere without a picnic. Alright, so a little bright out there, but even on the drive home, we can't ever give up our search for Bigfoot. He might be hiding in plain sight, scouring out his next meal of prime rib and hamburger. You just never know about these things.
Walking like a man, hitting like a hammer. She's a juvenile scam. Never was a quitter, tasting like a raindrop. She's got the look.